Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the elect, which we ought to be. Now, it's your brother Hawaii from GMS Chicago. Got a quick little lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and confusion of faces and bloodline. Go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who are Israelites whose spirit bear witness that they are a child of the Heavenly Father. In the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world English calls Jehovah God. In the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world English calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, or Yeshua, Yeshaya, Yahweh. And pretty much this lesson is going into the terriblest times that's coming. You know what I'm saying? Because what you got? You got Project Megiddo. You know what I'm saying? Well, Project Megiddo, Rex 84, and the King Alpha Plan, just to round up you Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. You know what I'm saying? And also other different groups and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the KKK and all that stuff. And these Nazi groups and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that Esau Edom, the so-called red. I mean, the not so-called, but the red man. He's pretty much finna crack down on you jakes, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like it says in Revelations 12 and 12, that he knoweth that he only got a short time, that he's gonna come down with great wrath, man. It's gonna be pretty much like Bushwick, But the thing is that Esau Edom, he's gonna tell the soldiers one thing and stuff, and really his main agenda is to commit genocide. Because you got the Georgia Guidestones, where it's 500 billion, I believe. You got 500 billion and stuff, and they pretty much want to repopulate the world, man. You know what I'm saying? And bring underneath that new world order. And the thing is that when it comes down to it and stuff, that means that it's gonna be massive genocide, mass death. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be the time of Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble." You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hell breaking loose, shit hitting the fan. You know what I'm saying? Famine of the word, and also famine of food, man. And what people gonna be doing? They're gonna be in turmoil. They're gonna be wanting to sit up here and be in a state of survival, man. That's gonna be people's mind frame, man. To sit up here and do anything to survive, which means it's gonna be a lot of killing. It's gonna be a lot of bargaining. You know what I'm saying? Robbing. Ravishing. Betrayal. It's gonna be a lot of that, man. Because the one thing that Esau Edom has taught this world is how to be prideful and to look after yourself. So guess what? It ain't finna be no walking the same accord. You know what I'm saying? It ain't finna be none of that. Except for the men of the Lord, the people that know this truth in the elect. The 144,000, which consists of 12,000 men in each of the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And the 1/3 would consist of men, women, and children who are Israelites, no matter how they look. You know what I'm saying? Who believe. Because what it says, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's the elect, man. And the thing is that it's going to be horrible out here, man. Because like it says in Isaiah 33 and 6, it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to a table, if a table is standing up on 3 legs, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be firm. It's going to be more firm than a table that's standing on 1 leg or 2. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're going to be using. Like it says in Romans 15 and 4, it says things are written aforetime was written for our learning. You know what I'm saying? All the different calamities and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that happened before. All those things are happening again, man. Because like it says in Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, it's no new thing under the sun, man. So it happened back then, and it's going to happen now. You know what I'm saying? But the evils are greater. You got people like when it come out to the purge, you had that one dude, the bald head dude and stuff, who just wanted to kill everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you had the militia down there and stuff, and they was just having fun, man, shooting they shot, man. The police officers and stuff, these Edomites, they gonna be able to run wild with their blessing, with just a sword, man. You know what I'm saying? Gun, missiles, shotgun, sawed-off shotgun, snipers. You know what I'm saying? Bombing, whatever. Who knows what this devil gonna do, man? You know what I'm saying? And he gonna be out here. with great wrath, man. You know, so this is the time frame that we coming in, man. And the thing is that majority of our people don't know what is going on. Majority of our people don't even think it's going on. You got all these apocalyptic movies that's coming out and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You had the John Wick 3. You know what I'm saying? When he had a bounty on his head, and guess what? Men of the Lord are gonna have bounties on their head. You know, and then that's gonna bring forth the betrayal when it come down to the families and stuff, because they gonna want that dope. Because if they want that dough and stuff, that's because they're gonna be in that time when they don't have money like that, man. When things gonna be scarce. When these trucks are no longer bringing food to the cities and your grocery stores, man. You know what I'm saying? When all you have in your fridge is all you have, man. You know. So when they bring out that bounty money and stuff, every man of the Lord and stuff, or every man that know this truth, you know what I'm saying? Guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna have a bounty on your head, man. You're gonna have some that's gonna give a cold cup of water to a prophet, which also means like hiding them, like Obadiah did. You know what I'm saying? Hiding the men of the Lord from being slaughtered, like Rahab, the harlot did. You know what I'm saying? Because cold cup of water is to do a great deed to help out a man of the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that that's how bad it's gonna be, man. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. It says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people." And this is Archangel Michael, man. You know what I'm saying? Underneath Yahushua, it says, "And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation. Even to that same time," it says, "and at that same time, thy people shall be delivered, and every one that shall be found written in the book." You know what I'm saying? So guess what? It's gonna be horrible. They gonna it's gonna be a EMP. You know what I'm saying? They show you that in Transformers. You know what I'm saying? How they hit the place, the fifth wave. And EMP, it spreads like a nuclear explosion from one point. You know what I'm saying? And it has a 360-degree radius. You know what I'm saying? From top to bottom, man. You know what I'm saying? Shutting everything down. So guess what else is connected when it comes down to the to the power grid? Your water. Like in the book of Eli, when he was looking for water, he went in that house and he tried to turn it on. You know what I'm saying? It's not the old-fashioned way and stuff where you get water from the ground. You know what I'm saying? Everything's hooked up to electronics. You know what I'm saying? That's the new age, the digital age, the digital era, the information era, everything being done digital. So guess what? That means that water's going to get shut off. You know what I'm saying? If you got electric stoves, that's going to get shut off. Your light's going to get shut off. And it's going to be pitch black outside in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Your phone's going to be gone. You know what I'm saying? And then better hope like hell that it ain't no airplane falling from 40 to 30,000 feet about to hit the ground, man. You know what I'm saying? Because these national, I guess you could say that, these national airplanes and stuff, you know what I'm saying, Boeing and all that stuff, they got this thing called a black box. Without that black box, that plane is going down, man. You know what I'm saying? And they show you that off Fifth Wave in the beginning of the movie. She was just at class. It was just a regular day. And then next thing you know, they look outside and they see a plane falling. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to be part of the trouble. It's going to be mass death, man. It's going to be people killing and shooting one another, man. But the only ones that's going to be saved out of it are the elect. And like it says in Proverbs, Revelations 2, and I believe 26 and 27, it says that he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. And the thing is that part of that endurance is in striving on the truth unto death, man. You know what I'm saying? For the ones whose lot is going to be, This is Second Esdras in Apocrypha, chapter 15, verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." That word "woe" means destruction. You know what I'm saying? Because like it says in this is First John This is First John chapter 2:15. It says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world." Why? Because you got Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So it's the prime thing that's being pushed out in this world of stuff is negativity, wickedness, things that Esau Edom loves. You know what I'm saying? Things that's unrighteous, man. You know what I'm saying? And it says, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. You know what I'm saying? Because if you love this place and everything that's going with it, you're going to want this place to continue to strive. And the Lord is against this place, like it says in John 18:36. You know what I'm saying? Will my servants fight? You know what I'm saying? My kingdom is not hence, meaning that the kingdom is not here. But everybody who loves this place and wants this place to continue to go on, this is their kingdom, you know, which includes 2/3 of Israel, man. They love this place, man. You know, they're underneath this thing called Stockholm Syndrome when they love their oppressors. You know what I'm saying? They understand they're oppressed. That's why they go for drugs. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why they want to eat, drink, and smoke and commit adultery and stuff and do all things, amount of wickedness and stuff. That's why they want to continue it, you know, because that's what they love. Like it says in John 8:44, it says that ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye shall do, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, when it came down to Cain couldn't do anything righteous, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, so guess what? 2/3 of Israel is going to fall underneath that same stead. They're going to want Esau Edom to continue to oppress them and stuff just so they can still have their drugs and stay at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Because our people are comfortable where they at, man. You know? So the love of the Father is not in them. You know what I'm saying? Because what the scripture says, it says in John 14:15, it says, if you love me, keep my commandments. Fucking ignorance. They always storm when I'm doing this. Oh, ass niggas. All right, this verse, you know, so yeah, like, that's what I'm saying, you know. This is verse 16. It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is not about this time. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that the Lord is about is the law, statutes, commandments. You know what I'm saying? Well, Quam Yasharallah, which means rise Israel, man. Quam meaning rise, Yasharallah meaning Israel, or prince of the power, man. You know what I'm saying? God's children, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? And the thing is that that's what the Lord loves. You know what I'm saying? You know? Because like it says in Ezekiel 21 and 26, it says that the Lord shall overturn it. You know what I'm saying? You know, take out the deity of the ones that's being exalted, roughly paraphrasing, and pretty much bring up the ones that's been low. And who's been in the low? The nation of Israel, man. You know, the rising of the nation of Israel is knowing who they are and being brought back to remembrance, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I read again verse 16. It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that means that you're going against the Lord, man. You know, it says this is James chapter 4 verse 4. It says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, you know what I'm saying, you fornicators, you know what I'm saying, you know, that want to worship other gods, you know what I'm saying, they want to worship Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying, you know, because that comes with a doctrine, actually goes back to Aleister Crowley, which was a 33-degree Mason, you know what I'm saying, which is built off wickedness, you know what I'm saying, you know, he got that do as thou wilt, and that's what these churches preach, man, you know what I'm saying, you know. Scripture says that we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. One of Satan's devices are these churches, because they teach you fornication. They teach you that you can be forgiven for everything that you do while you still do things that's against the Lord. Now, the Lord will give you forgiveness, except for blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Coming against His truth, going against certain men. You know what I'm saying? You know, or just saying, you know, that you ain't dealing with the truth, man. You know, you know, speaking as a man, you know, with to even commit adultery, having sex with other men's women. You know what I'm saying? You know, and then women having sex with other men. You know what I'm saying? Child pedophile, child pornography, pedophilia, necrophilia, having sex with dead people and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord says it's stained from uncleanness, man. You know what I'm saying? You know. Not following the law, statute, commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why it says in Revelations 22:11, it says, "He that is holy still, let him be. He that is holy, let him be holy still. He that is filthy, let him be filthy still." And what is the filth? The morality of this place, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's wickedness. Wickedness brings filth. You know what I'm saying? Holiness brings cleanness. You know, and it says, ye adulteresses and adulteresses. Adulterers and adulteresses, it says, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? And when you go into that word enmity, it's ekthra, it's enmity, it's called enmity, it says hostility, by implication a reason of opposition, enmity, hatred. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a friend in this world, you oppose, you on the other side. You know what I'm saying? You know, you on the other side of when it come down to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to be on his team. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're trying to be the enemy. You want to be on Satan's team. You know what I'm saying? You want to be on Esau Edom's team. You know what I'm saying? The red man's team. The devil. Devil meaning, go back to the Latin word diablos, which means deceiver, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you want to be on the same side as deceived, man. You know? And it says, whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High. And that's what you're doing when it comes down to these churches. They only need 501c3 charter and stuff, where they teach you certain things and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they're licensed to speak and teach certain things, not to tell the whole truth. You know what I'm saying? Their job is to keep you bound, man. When the scripture says that the truth shall set you free. So they don't got the truth because they preach prosperity in a time of punishment, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? They teach you to want to continue in this filth, you know, and not to go off subject, you know what I'm saying, but the ones that dwell in the world and stuff, guess what? They gonna get destroyed. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." So we understand what it means by the ones that dwell in the world, the ones that want to continue in this place and want to continue this place to continue forever. You know, it says, or the morality of Esau Edom to continue forever in this wickedness. It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh." It says, "One people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands," man. You know what I'm saying? Why is that? Because it's gonna be turmoil out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, when people gonna be in great fear. You know. A lot of people are going to, even though the nation of Israel is underneath the curses, you know what I'm saying, but a lot of people are going to be cursed. Why? Because they're going to make flesh they are. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're going to lean upon salvation and deliverance upon whatever weapon that they have, man. They're not going to lean upon Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. You know what I'm saying? You know, because a lot of our people is on that seeing is believing in a carnal sense, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of spiritual sense, you know. Because like the scripture says, it says the just shall walk by faith, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? So that's talking about the righteous men, you know, and the righteous women, you know? And it says, so people are going to be leaning upon their weaponry, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to look at it as a tool or an asset. They're going to look upon it as being the only thing that's going to deliver them. It says, verse 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another." You know what I'm saying? So people are going to be going against each other, man. You know what I'm saying? Mainly for food, you know? Yeah, like when you see two dogs wrestling over a piece of meat or a raw steak, that's how people are going to be, man. You know? They're going to be fighting tooth and nail for some food, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be scarce. Like when we say scarce, it's going to be scarce. You know what I'm saying? You know, I believe the scriptures do say how they're gonna pretty much clean off all the trees and the grass and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how bad it's gonna be. You know, it's gonna be so bad that people will the moral thought of prepping food. You know what I'm saying? Cannibalism's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? People eating each other. You know. The morality of of not even trying to prepare whatever they had, but just digging in like some wild beasts. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it's gonna be. You know, and it says they shall not regard their kings nor princes. People ain't finna care about the government. These police officers and these people of authority and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They only gonna be doing that for only period of time, man. A lot of these veterans know what's finna go down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these ex-militias, you know what I'm saying? They know what's finna go down. And what are they doing? They prepping themselves, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, because they know about the FEMA camps, you know, and they know they're not trying to be a part of that and stuff. So guess what? They doing the best they can to be off the grid. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? They're not finna go out their way like they show in the movies just to sit up here and try to come save you, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they low on supplies, you know. They not finna do that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna understand what's vital, you know. And it says, in the course of their action shall stand in their power. So guess what? Everybody got guns. Everybody got butter knives. Everybody got bats. You know what I'm saying? You know, when it come down to the zombie movies and stuff, what do? They put the barbed wire around the bat. You know what I'm saying? They make weapons, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, or people that know how to fight, they gonna lean upon that. People that strong, they gonna lean upon their strength. You know what I'm saying? But the just are gonna lean upon how about Yahweh Shai. They gonna have faith in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You know. And it says, verse 17, it says, and man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. That's because they going to be cutting things off, like with these trains, you know what I'm saying, and Greyhound buses and stuff. You think you finna get far? No, they going to have checkpoints, man. You see it, these petty checkpoints that the police be having, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, when people get sick, like in that movie, I Am Legend, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that was cool, you know what I'm saying? That was healed and didn't have the disease and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Was the ones that was able to go to the other part of New York. I believe that was New York or Los Angeles or Atlanta, whichever one. You know what I'm saying? With that big old bridge and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Only certain people, you know what I'm saying, who's in good state, who's in good health and stuff, was able to cross to the other part of the bridge. And the thing is that that sickness, you know what I'm saying, when you see the eyes was bloody, you know what I'm saying, no blood was sliding from their nose and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you know, it looked like Ebola, you know what I'm saying, you know, and there was cases where there was a guy who had Ebola and stuff in the Americas and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and that they can't contain it, you know. So bio warfare is finna happen. You know what I'm saying? You got the CDC, you know what I'm saying? I think it's Controlled Disease Center or whatever. And or Center of Disease Control, whichever way. And the thing is that they create diseases. You know what I'm saying? You know, these different mosquitoes that already got certain diseases in them and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that's just sliding around in different areas, man. The H1N1, H2N2, all that stuff, all that was created by Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? Because Esau is going to use biological warfare to take a lot of you people out. And the thing is that medical coverage is not going to necessarily be there. It's going to be too high price and stuff. Or you got to get the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, radio frequency identification, microchip or NFC, which is near field communications. Verichip, which use RFID technology. Yeah, in order for you to get that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're gonna have to get that in order to have all these things. You know what I'm saying? And this is part of his plan. You know, this is part of his plan. Plan. It's part of his plan, man. You know, and with it being part of his plan, you know what I'm saying? It's to quarantine those that are sick, poor. You know what I'm saying? Like in the movie Demolitions Man, how they had Demolitions Man with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes, how the ones that was poor and not trying to deal with the shit, we had to go into hiding, had to go into the basement and stuff and eat rat burgers and stuff. That's gonna be how it's gonna be, man. Quarantine, the FEMA camps. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got a lot of these other countries and stuff who's looking for asylum other neighboring countries and stuff because their hometown and stuff don't have the necessary resources that they need to continue to survive. You know what I'm saying? And what are they doing? They chipping those people, man. You know, you know. And the thing is that that's gonna be the hour of temptation. Even though when it come down to Jacob's trouble, it's gonna be the hour of temptation. People's greater desires and stuff is gonna come out. You got people out here that get off hurting people and stuff in sexual ways. You know what I'm saying? Their sexual pleasure is to see you bleeding or to see arms broken and stuff while they still going in you. You know what I'm saying? To tie you up and surround you with this is madness. The leather suits, man. And it says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So when it come down to the EMP, a lot of the regular train systems and stuff, the train systems are electronic. You know what I'm saying? So when they shut that down, ain't no more water, and ain't no more electricity, ain't no more lights. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no phones to call 911. So everybody is finna do whatever the fuck they wanna do, man. And it says, verse 18, it says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, majority of these people think that everything gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? And they always show you in the apocalyptic movies, man. In apocalyptic movies. That'd be a regular day. You know what I'm saying? You finna go out, the guys finna go out and go grab their blunts. You know what I'm saying? Probably trying to get a train together on one of these wicked women. You know what I'm saying? These Israelite women and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Esau in this madness and stuff. Thinking he finna go get his salad, or she finna get her salad and stuff and start the day off and go to work. And then next thing you know, they see that their keypad ain't working. They can't get out their cribs. You know what I'm saying? The elevator ain't working. And they in the elevator and they stuck. You know what I'm saying? They can't call the 911. They can't call anybody because their phones are shut down. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's majority of a lot of things and stuff is based off the electric grid, man. You know what I'm saying? So when that cuts off, people are going to be messed up. They're going to be freaking out. You know what I'm saying? What's going to happen? People are going to be breaking in these grocery stores. How it is on Black Friday when it come down to Walmart, people going to be like that when it come down to these regular grocery stores, man. And pretty much downtown, if you move around through here like that and stuff, downtown is a death trap unless the Lord is with you, man. Unless the Lord with you. People gonna be trying to drink Lake Michigan water. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't no more bottled water. People don't know how to distill water. People don't know how to do this and do that when it come down to water to make it purified, nor have the patience to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna be people gonna get sick. Because people pee in that water. You know what I'm saying? Water's supposed to be clear. You know what I'm saying? When it's all muggy like that and stuff, then it's not good to drink. And people gonna drink it and stuff because they don't have no skills to do it the right way or to purify water or to do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? So they can have a lesser chance of contamination, man. Because once that contaminations get to spreading and stuff, then guess what? Diseases, infections. You know what I'm saying? You don't got the money. You don't know how to heal this or heal that. You don't know your medicines. You don't know how to, you break your ankle, fix it together, and the help with a sprain and stuff. And a lot of people don't know how to do that, man. Create shelters and stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know how to do that, man. So guess what? People are just gonna be set on a way of survival and stuff, just to survive, man. It's gonna be a lot of people and stuff who ain't never shot a gun and stuff who gonna be shaking and they gonna be shooting that gun because they really need something, man. And it says for because of their pride the city shall be troubled. It says the houses shall be destroyed and men shall be afraid. You know what I'm saying? And the scripture also says that even the strong men should be like women. Because if you ever seen that show with that woman named New York, and she had a bunch of those men that was trying to get with her and stuff, You had this one dude named Tank, and he was like one of the swole ones out of the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And what ended up happening, he was crying over a splinter. You know what I'm saying? You know, and everybody else looking at him like, you got all these muscles, you supposed to look so manly and stuff, but here it is, you over here crying over a splinter. Just for an example of how a lot of swole guys that work out and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, who don't got the spirit of the Lord on them and stuff, they gonna be like women in that day. They gonna be scared, you know, swole and scared, you know. And it says it says verse 19, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, you know. So guess what? That means that people that you've been down with, that's only gonna last for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That brotherly love outside of the truth and stuff, that's gonna last just for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Until y'all start turning and looking at each other like, hey bro, this shit, we been boys, but this is the last piece of bread, man. You know, I got a family, you got a family. You already know what we gotta do, you know. You know, people gonna be fighting to the death over food, man. You know. And it says I'm gonna come back to this. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 24. It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. So the ones you've been passing the blunt, your girls, y'all been going out there with the woo, y'all gonna be plotting on each other. They showed you that in the movie The Purge, man. You know how you had a dude, how you had the ringleader and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and then you had other people that was trying to come up because they had a little bit of power and stuff, trying to go against the prime leader. You know what I'm saying? How they had, how he paid the women off just so they could sit up here and seduce the man. You know, the prime leader and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get him killed so he could be the next prime leader, man. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You had the elder brother Uriah. You know what I'm saying? You know, and from in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? He always say that not only do you got to vet these men, you got to vet these women, because women are going to be used. Women going to be used as traps. And they show you that in the book of Eli, when you had the big busty woman and stuff in the middle of nowhere and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Probably phone, ain't get to wash and stuff. She was used as a lure, you know what I'm saying, or a trap, just to get them trapped up. You know what I'm saying? So all the other dudes and stuff can come through and rob, man. You know, that's how it's gonna be. Those are examples, man. And it says, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. So people are going to be scared out of their mind. You know what I'm saying? You know, that you might be able to come out a couple battles and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you still going to be a little shaky, you know? Look at Will Smith in Iron Legend and stuff. He was in a tub with his dog, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, scared, even though the whole house was bombarded with metal plates and stuff from them cannibals, you know? And it says the springs of the fountains shall stand still. In 3 hours they shall not run. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how this water's gonna be cut off. You know, going back just to finish it up. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Meaning that they're gonna be coming in and shooting your stuff up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you had in book of Eli, you had a dude the dude that was looking for the Bible, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? And what they do, they brought out the Gatling gun. You know what I'm saying? And opened fire on that house, which the husband and the wife was clearly cannibals because they had a trap door. Ooh. You know. You had which was clearly a trap door and stuff, which they was catching people to eat them. You know what I'm saying? You know, because what they say, she was like, I got some meat. You know, and it says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. So people gonna be using their guns and stuff to get what they want. If people know that you got food and stuff, guess what? They gonna use their guns. You know what I'm saying? They gonna hold you at gunpoint. And then the scripture clearly says that it should be that friends shall have no pity upon one another. It says, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. You know, and part of that tribulation is not eating. You know, body can't go too long without water. You know, you get the body go for so long after without food and stuff, and start eating the protein, which causes you to get skinny, man. You know, start eating away at itself. You know, and one of the great swords that the Lord has is famine, to pine away, and that's one of the things you don't want to do. You don't want to pine away. You know, because it's psychological. Your organs failing you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You trying to hold on and stuff. You ain't eating in days, dry mouth, all that. You know, you pasty all up there. You know, itchy everywhere because you can't get a regular shower, bath. You know, whatever water and stuff, you're going to have to make decisions between drinking and showering with it. You know what I'm saying? That's how bad it's going to be, man. You know, you got to phantom these things and stuff because it's going to put you in fear that cause you to come back to Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can have a chance in Jacob's trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? And it said great tribulation. So that also means men in the Lord. But the thing is that the Lord is going to have us, man. You know? You know? And, you know, just a quick little lesson, you know, Salaki, if it was a little too much rambling and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But just something to think about, you know what I'm saying? Do you really want to be out here without no protection? Or do you want to be out here with protection? You know what I'm saying? You know? And even if you get locked up in a FEMA camp and stuff, the thing is that the Lord's still going to have you. If he puts the spirit upon you to deal with it and stuff, hey, you might be one of the 7 Maccabee brothers who didn't feel no pain, you know? You know, you might be sitting up on there on guillotine and stuff, and it's like we finna cut your head off, and then next thing you know, you got the blade shattering off your neck, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord getting you spiritual powers, man. Because the Lord does say in the scriptures in the book of Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, that the Lord's gonna lift up the standard. You know what I'm saying? You know, you want to, like Apostle Kabar said, he said that if one brother get spiritual powers, it's like we all get spiritual powers. So guess what? That brother gonna protect the rest of the ones who don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Which means that's still an hedge. That's still protection from Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. You know what I'm saying? You know? And I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakah Kodash. Double honors to apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect which we ought to be. Shalom and a bar.